So what's the recovery process like after a hair transplant? Well, in general, the recovery is very smooth and easy, and it's about 10 days. For the first 3 days is when the bulk of the healing happens, and that's when the most of the swelling happens within the first 3 to 4 days. And that swelling can sort of overwhelm some of the forehead and come down around the eyes. And once that swelling is gone, we say that the majority of your healing process is over. In that 3 to 4 day period, those grafts are really going to become integrated into your scalp. That process involves taking some pain medication if needed, taking some antibiotics as a precaution, as well as some anti-swelling medication, usually like prednisone. In that time, it's really important to keep your grafts very clean. We usually recommend what's called the FUE method, where we get a cup of warm water, put some baby shampoo in it, and once a day, give a little pour over. We don't want to put a harsh sort of stream of a shower on there to be able to agitate those grafts and be able to loosen them and for them to come out. So after about 3-4 days, those grafts are basically in and the swelling rapidly dissipates. At that point, it comes a little bit more scabby, it's a little bit more itchy, and certainly from a visual point of view, most people can go out without really anybody knowing if we've left some hair on the top of their head. Other people might tend to want to sort of hide a little bit and be a little bit more discreet, but certainly the swelling's down. There's not really any bruising. The hair on the back and the donor sites is already starting to grow out and blending in, so that's not so noticeable. In general, we call this a 3 to 4 day downtime where it's a little bit more visible to somebody else. On post-op day 10 is when we recommend that you really massage out those little scabs associated with the grafts. You might go in the shower and put some baby shampoo on it, and a lot of the hairs that are associated with those grafts are going to fall out. But that doesn't matter. A lot of people think, oh, it's gone, it's terrible. No, because the follicle is actually what's grafted in, and it lets go of that hair and starts to produce a new hair, which generally is at about 3 to 4 months. Sometimes the hair will continue to grow out and you're like so excited because it looks great, but then in general, within about 2 weeks, most of the hair will fall out. And then again, you'll start from scratch, which starts at about 3 to 4 months. FUE, easy recovery compared to the FUT or the strip method. And it is certainly something that's been very attractive to patients because of that. We don't have really any visible scarring. We call this virtually scarless. The swelling's much lower. The pain and the ability to tolerate the healing is much higher. That's why it is so popular, and that's why we love it so much.